Hello, this is Lidia from Carnivore Community, Gauteng and beyond. Good news, you can live on beef, bacon, eggs and butter. What I'm going to teach you here is in contrary with everything you've learned about nutrition in the past, but I promise you, these are not old wives' tales. It is based on the findings of many medical practitioners and specialists who can back it with the necessary blood tests that prove that it works. Later, I will recommend YouTube videos you can watch. So, what is the carnivore diet? Let me start with what the carnivore diet is not. You do not eat according to the standard food pyramid. You do not measure or weigh anything. It is not a calorie-restricted diet. It is not portion-controlled. You do not take syrups, powders, or pills. And you do not follow an eating plan. The carnivore diet is where you only eat animal products and as much of it as you like. This is red meat, like beef, lamb and pork, poultry and fish, seafood and shellfish. If you take current prices in consideration, it may sound as if it will not be affordable for the poorer person. But what is fantastic is that you eat what you can afford. The diet is for eating the whole animal, snout to tail. It is just as effective when you live on tripe and trotters as when you eat rump steaks all the time. Let's look at the meat we eat. Steak. There are so many different kinds of steak, and you can go for whatever is your favorite. And the more fat, the better. Another kind of meat that is very handy is mince, beef mince. What I do is to cook a large pot of savory mince at a time, and then I use it with eggs, say scrambled eggs and mince, or put mince and add a lot of grated cheese on top of it. Delicious. In South Africa, unfortunately, processed meats like viannas and polony are all made with tons of grains and soya, so it cannot be eaten as part of the carnivore diet. For cold meats, rather focus on the unprocessed hams and beef roasts. Curry brawn is also mostly made free from grains. Check it out. It is very important that you read the labels. Boerewors, as you buy it from the shelf, cannot be part of the carnivore diet. Ask your butcher to make you a batch without grains and a higher fat content. Venison and ostrich are allowed, but it has very little fat, so you have to add additional fat. Nothing stops you from wrapping your ostrich fillet in bacon and butter and then in aluminium foil before placing it on the grill. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? Kidneys, liver, hearts and brains are some of the cheapest yet most nutritious meats because they all contain all the vitamins and minerals we need. Especially liver is high in vitamin C and minerals and can be eaten raw or cooked, and if it's not your favorite, it can be mixed with beef mince to make it more palatable. Don't forget oxtail, nice comfort food in winter with lots of fat. And biltong? Eat the biltong with the most yellow fat you can find or make your own. How does a biltong and cheese omelette for breakfast sound? Eat chicken. That is great because you can eat the whole chicken, even the feet, head, livers, stomachs, hearts. That makes the carnivore diet very affordable. Cook all your chicken in fat or butter. Chicken wings made in the oven or air fryer until it's crispy is one of my favorites. Make your own bone broth. It's extremely high in nutrients and filling. It may be a bit rich to have on its own, but a mugful together with your meal is fantastic. Also, it's a great way of beating the winter chill. Then fish. Sardines are high in minerals and vitamins, but eat the tinned tuna and sardines in water. Don't fry your fish in oil. Grill it with butter or garlic butter. Eggs form a major part of the carnivore diet. You can eat plenty of eggs. If 12 eggs is what you need to be satiated, then 12 eggs are what you eat. Use lots of butter. You can use butter to cook with, eat it with your steak, or use it even in your coffee. A tip for cravings is that you nibble on a chunk of butter. As far as dairy is concerned, with the pasteurization and ultra-heat processes, some of the lactose changes into non-digestible sugar called lactulose and other compounds, which causes inflammation. So it is something that you'll have to limit. Raw milk is better if you can find any. You can have cheese, plain yogurt and cream. Parmesan cheese is delicious if you sprinkle it on your meat for extra flavor. Also read the labels because some have added carbs and sugar. If dairy causes you to develop inflammation, try using it only as a condiment. Fat is almost the most important component of the carnivore diet. The ideal is an 80-20 fat to protein ratio. Your food can be cooked in butter, ghee, suet, tallow or lard. Please, no vegetable oils or any margarine. Focus on fatty meat. Don't measure and experiment with fat. Unfortunately, butcheries and especially supermarkets are not catering for the carnivore diet specifically. So you will have to order your meat from your local butchery with the correct fat meat ratio. On this diet, you're allowed no sugar. Sugar causes inflammation, which causes all the chronic and autoimmune diseases that we sit with. You will hear me become like a broken record about the relationship between sugar and inflammation. Also, no carbohydrates. Carbs turn into sugar, and sugar causes inflammation. That means no bread, no pasta, no cereals, no mealie meal, no potatoes. Also, no vegetables. This is a topic for another day, but for now, no vegetables. Also, no fruit. Fruit contains fructose and glucose, which is sugar, and sugar causes inflammation, so you must avoid it at all costs. No carbonated or alcoholic beverages are allowed, not even artificially sweetened. Electrolytes are also important, so get yourself some. It is important to take sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Please listen to talks about electrolytes. Also drink lots of water. You can have it still or sparkling. Coffee and tea are not off limits. Some carnivores do not have it and others do. It is a matter of personal taste. Just remember that you must not use artificial sweeteners or any sugar, otherwise you'll never get rid of your sweet cravings. Experiment with your coffee by adding salt or butter to it. I personally have tea and coffee now in winter. Maybe it's an addiction, maybe a comfort thing, but it definitely helps with the cold. You can also use spices, herbs, rubs, garlic and onion. No sauces containing sugar and or seed oils. And in all cases, read the labels. To adapt to the carnivore lifestyle, commit to a specific time of at least 30 days, but preferably 90 days, over which you do this. Some of the benefits only take days, where other benefits take longer to show. I'm going to give you some handy tips for when you're on the carnivore diet. Firstly, transition slowly over 1 to 3 weeks to reduce withdrawal symptoms. Yes, you are a sugar addict, and yes, but by a miracle, you will experience withdrawal. So patience is key. Give your stomach, gallbladder and liver also time to adapt. Stomach acids need to balance. Your gallbladder needs to strengthen. If you do not have a gallbladder, your liver needs to get time to dilate the bile ducts to store bile. Over this time, clean out your fridge and grocery cupboard. Then, eat enough. Eat when you're hungry. Eat until you're satiated. If you eat until you're full, you'll find you won't snack in between. Eat 1 to 3 times a day. You'll find that you do not get hungry that often. Remember, only eat when you are hungry. Use plenty of good quality, real salt. It will help your body fight withdrawal. Take electrolytes and minerals. That also helps with withdrawal and cravings. Eat a bit of salt or a spoonful of butter when you have cravings. That helps. Then, lastly, don't have cheat snacks. An alcoholic never has a cheat drink, and a sugar addict never has a cheat snack. If you haven't liked or followed our Carnivore Community Gauteng and Beyond Facebook page yet, please do so. It is for free, and you can ask questions in the comments. We are always here to assist. Bye.